when was your first time meeting Bill Behrens? Because I know you mentioned that he got you in, or well, obviously he would hire you. And what were your impressions of him early on? Because I know he's a figure who doesn't get as much appreciation. He's not really talked about as much, but for those who knew him, they talk about him all the time.
Yes. So Bill, John, like I said, John Phoenix and I, we developed this friendship. So John had known Bill way before me. So John he had already put the seed in my head of what Bill was. Uh so when I met Bill, my first impression had already been planted here months before. But Bill was always he's got such a unique take on everything. And again, Bill's one of those guys that I just saw Bill Saturday. He's like I said, I'm loyal to a fault. Like if you took care of me, if you were good to me, I try to always remember that and take care of you and repay it in any way. I'll see Bill in 2 days, at the NWA shows. He's still running Gorilla. I call it Baron's magic. Barons always finds a way to appear. Like I don't know how he does it, but Bill always finds a way to somehow still be involved in pro wrestling. And the number of guys that he's influenced or helped out is astounding. AJ will always be at the top of the list just because AJ was his prize pupil. He was the fair haired stepchild. He was the one. But I mean, like I said, when I broke into Wildside, he had AJ, he had Paris, Air Paris. At the time, we had a guy named Prince Justice who grew up to be Abyss. He was there, but I mean, just there's again.
Was Caprice Coleman there yet?
Yes, Caprice was there, and it's funny. Just I often forget where Caprice is now in the business. Like in my brain, Caprice is just sometimes that wild side guy because there was a long lull where Caprice had vanished. And then he popped up in ROH and started taking over the world, which should have happened years prior. But
and somehow he looks better than ever.
He doesn't age. I yell at him all the time for it. Like, come on, man! Like, save a little of it for me. Like,
now, R-Truth, he was down there, but was he already signed when you started? Like, how did that?
Nope. He was on his way out the door. Like, he was getting ready to get the WWE deal and go be K Crush.
Okay.
But I mean, he's another one of those guys, But like we had, especially with that WCW crossover, Shane Helms and Shannon Moore. That's where I first met Jamie Noble, who I grew up, who's still like every time I run into Jamie, it's a family reunion. I love Jamie to death. He's a part of one of my all-time favorite wrestling stories, and we'll touch on that later. But just like, that WCW crossover was all because of Bill. Bill's the one who knew Terry Taylor. Terry Taylor wanted something local to Georgia so they could send the power plant guys to. And again, I'm reaping the rewards because of what Bill does. And I mean, Bill's still, like I said, to this day, he's awesome. I mean, he's super duper agent to the stars. He's gotten me booked on a lot of stuff throughout my 20-year run now. Bill's a dad to so many of us young guys, especially the crew that I came in with. Most of us had at least one parent not involved, and Bill kind of became that father figure for a lot of us. So, Bill's awesome. He's just awesome.